What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the PrizePicks Prop Show. Happy July 4th. No better way to celebrate the holiday than to hit a six-pick play. So that's what we're going to do here today. We're going to build a quick six-pick play over on PrizePicks. Get out of here nice and early so that we can all enjoy our July 4th. So where we're going to start, Olympic basketball. Shout out to Zach for continuing to just smash these plays. And Spellman starts in about 15 minutes. So get yourself on PrizePicks right now. Put this in. Spellman less 15.5 points and Maxuni less 13.5 points. Maxuni starts at about 2:30 Eastern. So you'll have time on that one. He also posted, I want to say like 8 or 9 Olympic basketball picks. These are his 2 favorites. So if you miss out on Spellman, plenty of chances to find some other guys. With that, let's jump into the tool and let's go through all of the baseball plays. And you'll see on the tool, we've got a number of options near the top, but the one that stands out the most to me is Corbin Burns, less 7.5 strikeouts. And we've got this at almost 70%. And actually, it was about 65% an hour or so ago. Once we got the lineup from Seattle, or maybe just the projected lineup change, I'm not sure which, this has gone up. So the big key, I think, yes, Seattle is a good strikeout matchup, but that just hasn't been Burns' MO this year. His last 5 starts, he's got 5, 5, 7, 6, and 5 strikeouts, 5 and 6 the 2 games prior. He had 11 the last time against Seattle, which is probably why this number is as high as it is. But then after that one, it was 2, 6, 6, 6, 4, 5, 6, 3. So he just hasn't been that like huge strikeout guy, and he's pitching very effectively. A 2.28 ERA. He's pitching very well by inducing a lot of contact, but poor contact. So I think that this is a big overreaction to his last start against Seattle. Again, we've got it at 70%, less than 7.5 strikeouts. I'm pretty sure that this is going to go down throughout the day, but maybe it won't. Maybe people are just going to look at, oh, he had 11 strikeouts against them the last time. They strike out a lot. But in the prop market, for example, on Bet Rivers, over 7.5 is plus 112. The under is now minus 150. So we're seeing steam towards the less than everywhere else. That's not hugely important. The prop market isn't anywhere near as efficient as regular lines because the limits are smaller, but it is a good indication every now and then, particularly when we're line shopping between the different pick'em sites. So we'll see what Underdog does there. But right now, less than 7.5 still available on Corbin Burns, and just a spectacular play, in my opinion. So great way to start. And then we'll go to a more than play on strikeouts from there. Andre Palant at 3.5. He's at a 4.5 demon or scorcher, whatever you want to call it, on Underdog. But we're just going to go the standard 3.5 on PrizePicks. Let's see what this one was. 62% still. Another guy. I think that this one is a little bit low because first part of the year, he wasn't going deep into games. But we're starting to see him work deeper into games. He's gone more than 5 innings in each of his last 2 starts. He struck out 5 in each of those starts, 4 the game prior, 6 the game prior to that one. So he's been on a bit of a roll here. And pitch count wise, the first 3 starts in June, 75, 68, 59. His last 2 starts, 95 and 88. Total batters faced that time, 19, 18, 14, up to 24 and 23. So the big thing here, I think, is that this 3.5 number might have already been a touch low, but now it's very low because it isn't reacting to the longer leash that they're suddenly giving him. He wasn't always a starter, so part of that is just letting him build up to having traditional starter stamina. But then also, I think it's a little bit that he's pitched fairly well, so they're trusting him a little bit more to get through some of those trouble spots later in games. So that's good to see. And actually, it's great to see in the game against San Francisco 2 starts ago, 95 pitches, 24 total batters faced. he wasn't even that great in that game. 7 hits, 3 walks, 5 earned runs. So it's just everything there is encouraging. So now we have 4 picks, 4 of the 6. And you guys know what I love to do for those final 2. We're going to find a correlated pairing. And in fact, we can do that. We haven't used a pitcher's hits prop yet this season, as far as I can remember. And the main reason for that, we don't often show edges on any of the hits picks, but we got some today. So you could go to Kyle Tyler against Boston. In fact, let's actually take a quick look at that. Let's see if we have any decent Red Sox here that we could use for this one. Where are they? There we go. So fantasy point wise, it's not great. Jarren Duran, that's not going to be a very high probability. Let's go hits plus run plus RBI. Here, maybe we'd have something with Yoshida. So yeah, you can see Duran just 46.2%. Maybe Yoshida would be a little bit better. Maybe Tyler O'Neill would be a little bit better. But you'll see when we go to the actual pairing that I have, you'll see why I like it so much more, because there are just better batter options. So this right here would be pretty strong. Yoshida 51.7%, but this is going to be very well correlated. So we'll see once it actually loads in. It seems to take a little bit longer on the hits. So 39% here, pretty strong, 4.1 percentage point correlation bonus. So again, this would be strong, but we can do better than that. And the reason we don't want multiple pairs is when you use multiple pairs, PrizePicks really penalizes that correlation. If you only use one, the 6-pick drops from 25x to 24x, which we are very much okay with. So let's go back to that Rockies-Brewers game. And we want to start with the hits for Tobias Myers. More than 5.5 hits, slightly over 50%. This was it's up to 58.2% now. So even better than it was earlier. And now let's go to fantasy points first. Check this out. Ryan McMahon seems like a good option. So you can throw him in there, but he's only at 50%. Plus 5.5 percentage point bonus. That's fantastic. But again, we can do better. Let's go over to the hits plus run plus RBI. This is really interesting. Number one, McMahon is actually no longer available at 1.5. It's now a goblin, but it would be 59.2%. Look at that correlation bonus, 6.3%. We can do even better. Sometimes the projection itself doesn't tell the whole story. You actually have to click on the guys to see the percentage. Because of where Nolan Jones hits in the order, 65.5% for him to go more than 1.5. We still get a really strong correlation bonus, 3.8 percentage points. And now this win probability for this combination all the way up to 41.9%. So 6-pick play. Tobias Myers more than 5.5 hits, with Nolan Jones more than 1.5 hits plus run plus RBI. Corbin Burns less 7.5 strikeouts. Pallant more 3.5 strikeouts, and then Spellman less than 15.5 points, and Matsuni less than 13.5 points. And Zach just dropped more Olympic basketball plays into the Discord. We'll see you in there. Let's have ourselves a great 4th of July. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you tomorrow.